Hello dear students, I welcome all of you to this online session. This session will be on the scope of educational psychology. In this session we will discuss about the scope of educational psychology, and in the previous session we have already discussed about the nature of educational psychology. Before this also we have discussed some aspects of educational psychology or psychology. So those who have not seen our previous videos or previous part, they must see that so that they can clearly understand what we are discussing relating to psychology. So they must watch the previous part related to concept of psychology. So we will start the scope of educational psychology. The scope of educational psychology is ever growing due to constant research in this field. The following factors will indicate the scope of educational psychology. The learner. The learner is the main subject matter of educational psychology. Everything is knitted around the learner. Everything the educational psychology is finding or researching for the development of the learner. So many subjects are coming to the scope of educational psychology relating to the learner, like the ability and capacity of the individual or the child, and the individual differences and its measurement, the overt, covert, conscious as well as unconscious behavior, the growth and development, and different stages of growth. All these things comes under the scope of educational psychology. Then the learning experiences. Educational psychology helps in deciding desirable learning experiences in different stages. It gives the knowledge to the teacher to decide the learning experiences in different stages of growth and development. Next, learning process. After knowing the learner and deciding the learning experiences, educational psychology moves on to the laws, principles, and theories of learning. So, what the learning experience should be given to the child, this knowledge also provide the educational psychology. Then, learning situation or environment. Topics like classroom climate, group dynamics, techniques, and aids that are facilitate the learning, guidance and counseling, etc. are needed for the smooth functioning of the teaching and learning process. So here also educational psychology helps the teacher to how to provide a good learning environment to the students so that they can learn naturally. So what type of motivation should be provided to them, what type of situation should be created, how to guide the students, how to counsel the students, everything the educational psychology helps the teacher. Then the teacher's personality trait, his interest, aptitude, motivation, his level of aspiration for good teaching, everything also comes under the scope of educational psychology. In all these respects, educational psychology provides sufficient assistance to the teacher to become a successful teacher. Next, human behavior. Educational psychology studies human behavior in the field of education. Next, growth and development. How a child passes through the various stages of growth and development, and what are the characteristics of each stages are the major part of discussion under educational psychology. Next, heredity and environment. To what extent heredity and environment contribute to the growth of the individual, and how this knowledge will help for bringing the optimum development of the children also comes under the scope of educational psychology. The nature and development of personality. Educational psychology deals with the nature and development of personality of an individual. Education has been defined as the all-round development of the individual child. Next, individual differences. Each individual child differs from the other. The interest, attitude, physical structure, and mental aspects. In every sphere, no two individuals are alike, even the twins. So, when the teacher faces different children in the same class, or faces different children in the same class and have some problems relating to them, at that period the knowledge of individual difference helps the teacher to tackle that problem very effectively. Then guidance and counseling. An effective teacher can guide his students successfully. So successfully guiding the students need the effectiveness of the teacher, and only after knowing the child, his personal problem, the teacher can assist them or instruct them. Then educational psychology helps the teacher to suggest the subject according to the child's potentiality and interest. So educational psychology helps the teacher to suggest such type of topics or such type of subject on which the child have the natural interest, or they have the potentiality to become successful in that subject. Next, methods of study. The teacher faces the students of different ages in different classes. He cannot teach the top class with the same methods which he follows in the lower level. So in deciding the methods for teaching to different level of students, educational psychology helps the teacher. So dear students, we have discussed here some aspects which comes under the scope of educational psychology. So our matter of discussion is on the scope of educational psychology. So I request all of you to study it very effectively, and you have to follow our every part so that you can understand the concept of psychology very clearly. So you will meet in the next video. So very thanks for watching this video. Thank you.